Welcome to Diamond.Standard.Gaming. And if you heard that rooster crow, you know it's time to wake up and build something awesome. And today, we're back at our castle build here, and we're going to go ahead and build our first house in our courtyard. Now eventually we're going to come and we're going to build some kind of buildings in all these different building areas in our courtyard in between the path. But to get started for today, we're going to build a house back in this corner right back here. So we're going to start with a brick base, and we're going to build it 11 in the long dimension and 8 in the shorter dimension. So when it's all said and done, it's going to look just like that. Alright, now that we've finished that brick first layer of the wall, we're going to go ahead and we're going to place 3 more layers of the dark oak planks directly on top of that perimeter wall. And then right here is how it's going to look when it's all done. So it's 4 blocks tall in total, and I show that right here. Alright, and then the next step for building this house is going to be putting the ceiling of the first floor or the floor of the second floor in, and for that I just use oak planks, regular colored oak planks, and that's how it looks when that's finished. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch over to building the roof, and for this I'm going to use polished black stone stairs. What I'm going to do different in this one is I'm not going to start the stairs here at that level right there. I'm going to actually start them on top, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to use a polished black stone slab as the overhang, and that way it'll give me a little bit more space between the top of the window and the roof. So this is our first row right here, and then I go here and add the arch, and you can see each row I put in of the stairs goes up 1, then I reverse the direction of the stairs and I go back down on the other side right there. Then what I'll do is I continue each of those rows all the way across the roof until I have a finished roof that looks something just like this. Then on each of these open ends of our roof here, I'm going to use the regular oak planks, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in each of those ends with the oak planks. And that's how that side looks, and then the other side is a very similar process to fill in the end blocks there. It's a little tough on this one because I'm so close to the castle wall, so I really can't get to a really good angle when I'm doing the video recording here. But I got the 2 ends filled in there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in the overhang that I was talking about. So I grab the polished black stone slab, and you can see I just put it right on the top layer of the wall there. And I just make it stick out 1, and I go the entire length of the roof. And then that way I have, when I put the windows in, you'll see I have kind of a gap of like a half of a block between the top of the window and where the roof starts. So I think that gives it a little bit nicer look. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments if you like that style, and I think I like that, and I'll probably continue using that as I go forward in a lot of my builds. So that right there is how the roof looks when it's all done. And I'm using a lot of contrasting colors, so I'm using the dark oak blocks and the light oak blocks on top. I cut a door in the exact center right here, and then I just move that pathway over a little bit. You may not have a path if you're not building the exact same thing. And for the windows, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave 2 spaces on either end of the door, and then 1 space at the very end of the wall, at the right and the left hand side of the wall. That's what it looks like when I get those cut out. Then here I cut a 2x2 window exactly in the center of this wall. And then I come over here and I cut a 2x2 window in. I just leave 1 block of space on the very left of the wall, and I cut a 2x2 window in right there. I don't cut anything in the very back of the house because there's just a wall there, and even to the right hand side of this wall that I'm looking at right here, I don't cut anything in because there's just a wall. Then right here I go ahead and I use the full glass blocks to fill in the windows, and that's how it looks. I throw a standard oak door right in the front for the doorway, And then I use the regular oak slabs, or regular oak wood for shutters, and I place them all the way around the house. I then come on up here to the upstairs, and I cut in a little, 2-block window. And up on top, I use the dark oak slabs for the shutters, or the dark oak shutters, to, again, keep the contrast going. I think it makes things look really nice when you got a lot of lights and darks in there. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and remove some of this block here around the house. And I pretty much remove all of this. And then what I do is I replace it with grass block. So that's how it looks when it's done. Kind of have like a little bit of a yard around this house. And in this back corner, I cut in a little garden. So I put a regular oak tree and some flowers back there. And then I go ahead and I dig a little path around the house, figuring that people probably walk around there. And this is the ending side of that path. And I just extended a tiny little bit right here. And one more. And I throw a couple flowers in the front to give it a little pop of color. Then I go ahead and I throw in a little overhang right over the door, like a little awning or something. And to finish it off, right along the right-hand side of the house here, there's kind of a drop-off of 3 or so. So I put a oak fence in there just to kind of box it in and, keep it safe if people are walking over there. And this is how our build looks for today. So please let me know what you think in the comments, what you liked, what you didn't like, and definitely let us know what else you would like to see us build. And until next time, have a great day.